Hello everybody, Blue Dooley in the office today, and we're going to give my final thoughts on the Insignia Dash Cam I've been using the last 2 years. I had a little unfortunate accident with it when I was using a different truck at work, and it came unstuck and the mount broke again, which is my only real complaint about the Insignia Dash Cam, is the mount. The suction cup works pretty good, but in something like a truck, a big heavy semi truck, or like a 2 ton, 5 ton, whatever, I think they just ride enough that suction cup it comes with just isn't quite strong enough for that kind of constant vibration. And I noticed in most of the footage I've taken with it that in rougher parts of the road, the screen kind of warbles, is the best way I can describe it. We'll throw some video up here on the screen so you can kind of see the last couple of shots I got with it. I've been really happy with the camera. When I bought it, I believe it was $60. I got it at Best Buy, and for what I initially used it for, I wanted a cheap dash cam because I was afraid of dropping it when getting out of the work truck, or breaking it switching vehicles so often as I do. So I think in that regard, if you're looking for a budget or cheap dash cam to take with you if you travel a lot, maybe put it in a rental car if you travel a lot and use a lot of rental cars, I think it's still a pretty good bargain for that kind of use. I don't think I can recommend it for heavy trucks, like over the road, 10-wheelers, 18-wheelers. They just ride rough enough that the camera I just don't think is suited for that kind of application. 1-ton pickup truck or a car, yeah, I think it's still a pretty good deal. And even though I'll show you here, the mount just snapped and I've glued it a couple of times. In fact, the camera still works. It still takes pretty good image quality, but I've glued this a couple of times and I just don't know if I can glue it again and have it stay put. So in that regard, again, it's on the budget side, cheap side. So for its price, what I used it for, I'm not gonna knock Insignia for anything, because the braking is a end user problem, not their problem. Overall, though, I've been really happy with it. I did notice that if you leave it unplugged for about 2 days, like a weekend, you have to reset the time and date again, which is kind of a bummer. I picked up a new dash cam today. Today is August 28th, so it'll be a week at least before I can give any review of the new dash cam I got. I am kind of excited about it though, because it came with 2 mounts, one that you can suction cup to the windshield and another one with 3M double-sided tape. So I'll probably use one mount in the pickup truck, then use the suction cup one in the semi, just so I can kind of give a good view of how well the suction cup works in something that rides really rough. So we'll dive into some footage, and again, I think for a cheap entry, something that you're not going to be too upset about if it gets broken when you're traveling, or if you switch vehicles a lot and drop it on the ground a couple of times, you're not out a lot of money if it breaks. So I think for budget or cheap, it's pretty good value. Like I said, I had it 2 years, didn't have any problems with image quality or downloading any of the videos. I think the only problem I had with it was actually with the memory card. I think I went a little too cheap on the memory card, so it filled up and then you couldn't even format the card. It was just permanently stuck with what was on it. I even took it out, put it in the PC, and tried to force format it that way. The card just quit working. So again, 2 years, pretty good service life out of it. For the use I had for it, switching vehicles a couple of times, there were days where is in 3 or 4 different vehicles. So again, that might also weaken the mount a little bit, constantly taking it in and out of vehicles and having to run the power cable different ways in every vehicle. So overall, if you're going to use it in a car or pickup, I still recommend it as a good budget option. If you're like me and drive semi, be it over the road or in construction applications, I just don't think it has the image stabilization at all. And I think just the abuse those kind of vehicles put on anything mounted to them, I think is just a little too severe for a lower end camera like this. So I think you would want to step up to a little bit more expensive camera. The one I got is a Next Base 222. It was on sale at Fred Meyer for 70 bucks. It's usually 80. So I snagged it. And like I said earlier, we'll get some video from the pickup truck and the work truck and give you my thoughts after I've had a chance to use it. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please click like and subscribe just so you can see more content when I do get it put out. And, well, it's Saturday, so I hope everyone's having a good weekend. We'll catch you later.